And yeah, definitely use the internet. There's lots of online dictionaries out there. There's lots of like free resources out there. I mean, Link, for instance. I'll put a like link to that website in my description, but it's link.com. That's definitely an amazing website that was founded by Steve Kaufman, and he definitely has great YouTube videos too. I think if you're trying to learn a language, you should definitely check out that website. It's pretty much free, and I definitely recommend checking out Lao Shu's videos, checking out Steve Kaufman's videos, Loki's videos, Professor Aguilera's videos, and yeah, like I said, make sure you get a course book or two. I don't like Living Language. I do like Colloquial. I do like Teach Yourself. I think those are very good. So the course books, you definitely want to get, I think, at least 2 and study them and complete them. But a third one would not hurt either. And one thing I want to say too about course books for a language is make sure it's from a company that actually like makes books specifically on learning languages. Like, for instance, I bought this French Made Simple book, and I highly regretted it. Was a waste of money. Apparently they make accounting made simple, arithmetic made simple, astronomy made simple, biology made simple, bookkeeping made simple, business letters made simple, chemistry made simple. This is a series that they don't even hardly focus on languages. They have a French made simple, a German made simple, and an English made simple, and or they have a Spanish made simple. That's it. All the rest is random junk. Do not ever buy a book like, what is it, French for Dummies or German for Dummies or this Made Simple. I think they're horrible because they just don't know what they're doing. I mean, I don't mean to say it in a mean, bad way, but they're not specialized like the Teach Yourself or the Pimsleur or the Colloquial, where they really only focus on languages. Where other companies like this, they focus on so many different things. They're not really, their main focus isn't languages, so they don't make, I don't think, as good of books. Like, I bought this expecting it to come with audio. It didn't come with audio. So I was like, well, what the heck? It tried to have explanations on French pronunciation and the French accent, but it didn't ever even have audio, so you can't hear and you don't even know if you're doing it right. It was bad. Like, this is how it tries to explain to you the sounds, by having a picture of a mouth. I mean, it was just no good. So, I mean, you definitely got to be careful about like what language manual you pick, but just definitely get at least 2. And like I said, Colloquial and Living Language are my favorites. And you definitely want to get a phrase book, and definitely want to get a dictionary, and definitely make use of the internet. There's so many YouTube videos out there teaching languages. There is so many websites that'll help you teach the language. There's lots of online dictionaries with audio. And I'm going to tell you a little bit of like my method, what I kind of like to do when I go through a course book. Like, for instance, when I do my Colloquial book, I like to write down myself all of the vocabulary, and because when I look at the vocabulary list on there, I write down the whole list and the English words too. And I feel that writing it all down helps it go into my mind. Like, I'll remember it better if I write it down and just copy it. Like, I also do all the exercises. Like, I write them down separately in my notebook here that I have used for Mandarin. I write everything down separately from the course book. Instead of writing it in the book, I like to write it all separately and keep it really organized. And I practice my Chinese characters and all that kind of junk in here. So I recommend doing that with the course book. Is like writing it all down in your notebook. Like, get a notebook. Like, here's a bunch of vocabulary words in Pinyin. So definitely recommend doing that with the course book. But for sure use the internet. For sure get a phrase book. For sure get a dictionary. Definitely. I guess that would be all the advice I have to give right now on starting a language. I mean, when you first start out, like maybe the first week or so, you just want to get used to the sounds of the language and kind of get a feel for the language. Don't try and study too hard or speak right away. I mean, I like to speak right away, but if you don't feel comfortable doing it right away, that's fine. But I guess that's the advice I have to give on starting a language. Definitely get at least 2 course books. Good to get 3. Definitely get a phrase book. Definitely get a dictionary. Definitely use the internet. That's 5 resources right there. So I hope that I am able to answer the question pretty good. I mean, I try to repeat a lot of the main things a lot because they're pretty important. And if anybody else has some good advice, feel free to put, comments down in the video. And if you got other course books that you think are good that you want to recommend, for sure put comments down there. And I guess that's it for today. Oh, the video turned out much longer than I thought. 15 minutes. Uh-oh.